Did you know a wrong injection technique can cause nerve damage, abscess, paralysis, or even death? In this class, we will master all major injection types used in clinical practice, from intradermal to intravenous, with exact angles, sites, complications, and professional tips used by nurses and doctors. Who all have visited first time on this channel, please do subscribe and watch. First, we'll see what is an injection. Here, an injection is the administration of medication into the body using a syringe and needle through different tissue layers. And then, why are injection skills important here? It is for faster drug action, accurate dosage delivery, emergency medication administration, and then used when oral route is not possible. That's why skills important. Next we'll see types of injections. Here we'll see overview. Some very important, don't forget. Injection types, tissue level, common angle, and then common use. First we'll see intradermal. Here tissue level, that is dermis, that is in the dermis. And then common angle is 5 to 15 degree. And then common use, allergy test and then TB test. Next comes to the subcutaneous one. It is injected into the fat layer, and then in the angle 45 to 90 degree, and then it is common use for this one, insulin and heparin. Next comes to the IM, intramuscular. Here it is given into the muscle, 90 degree angle, and then it is for the vaccines and then antibiotics. And then next intravenous. It is injected into vein, and then it is in 15 to 30 degree angle. And then common uses of fluids and then emergency drugs, in the case of fluids and emergency drugs. And then next one is intraosseous. Here it is given into the bone marrow in a 90 degree angle, and then it is used in emergency access. And then next comes to intrathecal. Here it is given into spinal canal. And then common angle, that is specialist procedure it is. And then common uses, it is for anesthesia. And then last, intra-articular. Here it is inserted into the joint space, and then angle it depends. And then common use is steroid injections. Next we'll see intradermal injection. Here injection into the dermis layer just beneath the epidermis. And then common uses are, it is used for Montax test, allergy test, and then BCG vaccine. Common sites are inner forearm, upper back, and then needle and angle is 26 to 27 gauge, and then angle is 5 to 15 degree. Next we'll see that simple procedure. First we need to wash hands, wear gloves, clean site, and then stretch skin, insert bevel up, and then inject slowly, and then fill formation confirms correct technique. This is the procedure. Next we'll see the complications. Infection, and then wrong test result, and then skin necrosis. These are some of the complications. Next we'll see subcutaneous injection. Here injection into adipose tissue, that is beneath the skin. And then common drugs. Here insulin, heparin, and then some vaccines. Common sites, abdomen, thigh, and upper arm. Next needle and angle is, needle is 25 to 30 gauge, and then angle 45 degree in thin patients, and then 90 degree in obese patients. And then some of the clinical tips, important. Okay, rotate insulin sites, and then avoid bruised area, and then pinch skin fold. And then some of the complications, lipodystrophy, loss of fat, and then hematoma, there will be the collection of pooled clotted blood, and then infection. These are the complications. Next we'll see the IM, that is intramuscular injection. Here, injection directly into muscle tissue. And then advantages here, rapid absorption we can say, and then large volume administration we can do. And then common iron sites are deltoid, ventrogluteal, vastus lateralis. Deltoid muscle, it is used for vaccines, and then maximum that one is 1 to 2 ml. And then ventrogluteal site is safest site, and then avoids sciatic nerve. Avoids sciatic nerve injury. And then vastus lateralis, here preferred in infants. It is only preferred in infants. Next, needle and angle. Needle 20 to 25 gauge, and then angle is 90 degree. And then procedure, we'll see the simple procedure. Okay, identify landmarks, and then after that we need to clean the site, stretch the skin, and then insert quickly at 90 degree angle, inject slowly, and then withdraw smoothly, and then apply gentle pressure. We need to apply. Next, Z-track technique. It is a specialized technique for IM injection. It is used for iron injections, and then irritating medications, and then prevents leakage into subcutaneous tissue, that is in the fat tissue. Next, we'll see IM complications. Here, sciatic nerve injury, abscess, and then muscle fibrosis, that is excessive buildup of this one, stiff collagen, disorganized collagen we can say, that is muscle fibrosis. And then also pain is also a complication, and then bleeding in some conditions. Intravenous injection, here medication delivered directly into bloodstream through a vein. And then common uses are emergency drugs, IV fluids, blood transfusion, and then antibiotics. And then common veins here, cephalic vein, basalic vein, and then median cubital vein. Needle angle is 15 to 30 degree. And then we'll see the simple procedure here, IV procedure. Apply tourniquet, identify vein, it's a very important, identify vein, and then disinfect, and then insert develop, confirm, flashback, and then advance cannula, and then secure the line. Next, we'll see complications of IV. Intravenous complications. Here, air embolism. It occurs one or more air bubbles enter into the vein, and that blocks the blood flow. That is nothing but a air embolism. And then phlebitis, that is inflammation of veins, infiltration, and then this one, extravasation, and then infection, that is the leakage of excessive fluid. Extravasation is nothing but there will be the leakage of excessive fluid, and then infection. These are the complications of intravenous. Next, we'll see intraosseous injection. Here, emergency access through bone marrow, and then indications are in the case of cardiac arrest, shock, and then pediatric emergencies. And then common sites are proximal tibia and then sternum. Complications of intraosseous injection is, complications are osteomyelitis, there will be the infection and inflammation of bones by bacteria or fungi, and then fracture, and then compartment syndrome. Compartment syndrome is nothing but there will be the excessive pressure build up within the enclosed muscles, that is nothing but a compartment syndrome. Next, we'll see intrathecal injection. Injection into cerebrospinal fluid, that is nothing but a intrathecal injection. And then uses, it is used for spinal anesthesia, and then for the chemotherapy. Next, we'll see the risks. Meningitis, there will be the inflammation of meningitis, nerve injury, and then hypotension. These are the risks of intrathecal injection. Next, we'll see intra-articular injection. Here, injection into joint cavity, that is intra-articular. And then uses, it's used first in the case of steroids and then arthritis treatment. And then common joints, it is used in knee joint and then shoulder joint. And then risks, joint infection and then cartilage damage we can see in some conditions. Universal injection safety rules. We'll see the rights of medication administration. It's a very important, you need to keep it in mind. That is right patient, right drug, right dose, right route, right time, and then right documentation. Documentation is very important. And then needle safety. Here we never recap used needles, never reuse syringes, never touch sterile needles, and then always use sharp container, and then always wear gloves, and then always maintain aseptic technique. These are the needle safety. Next we'll see injection complications. It's very important. Here complications and then cause. We'll see the complication. Abscess causes porous sepsis. Nerve injury causes wrong site. Hematoma causes vessel injury. Anaphylaxis, the cause is drug allergy. Tissue necrosis, the cause is wrong technique. You should not forget this. You have to keep it in mind. Injection complications, very, very important. And then some clinical pills for professionals. Ventrogluteal is safest IM site, and then aspirating before IM injections is controversial, and then follow hospital policies. And then air bubbles in insulin syringes affect dose accuracy. We need to clear air. And then rotate subcutaneous sites to prevent lipodystrophy, fat loss. And then never massage heparin injection site. Conclusion: injection skills are life-saving clinical competencies. Mastering correct sites, angles, anatomy, and aseptic precautions prevents complications and improves patient safety. I hope you all are very clear with this topic. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative content. Thank you for watching.